Hello community, welcome to my channel. Today in this video, I'm going to show you how to add 3D effect to the text or shape inside Affinity Photo. Let's jump into the tutorial right now. Adding a 3D effect to your shape or text is super easy. So I've got a text and a shape already available on my screen. So I'm going to select the text first, just like that, and then go to the effect, click 3D, and that should give you a base. But if you want to modify it, obviously it's super easy. So depends on your need. You can always reduce or add a bit more radius, and you can of course soften a little bit. As you can clearly see, it's doing some work. I personally, for 3D effect, like it less soften. You do have the opacity of the whole effect, obviously, but this is something important in profile. So you can click profile. Either you can modify the curve, or you can select the preset. And every time you select the preset, you can see that it's changing the way how the shadow works. That's totally up to you, but it's good to know that you have that option. And the diffuse, it's 100%. Let's see what happens when you reduce it. So I'm going to reduce just a little bit. As you can clearly see, the diffuse is basically the lighting or the ambient light. So you can make it completely dark, or you can add some brightness. A specular is also does more or less the same job, but into the edges. As you can clearly see, it gives a little bit of contrast into the edge. Shininess is obviously, name gives away what it does. So you can add a less shine, or you can add really strong shine. I like to stay somewhere in between. And of course, you can change all of that specular color right here. So in this case, let's say I'm going to add some red. It doesn't do much, but it gives a really nice red tint, for instance. As you can clearly see the change inside the screen. Ambient, obviously, is another way to add brightness, global brightness inside your text. So I'm going to stay as default. The light source, you can add multiple light source if you like. I normally don't change it that much. Direction is obviously, you can change the direction of light as you prefer, and of course you can change the direction of the light. In this case, again, I'm going to add green, for instance, or somewhere in between, like aqua blue. Looks pretty cool to me. Now I'm going to do the same thing with my arrow. So I'm going to select arrow, just like I did now. Go to the effect again and select 3D. Again, you can clearly see the default is already not bad, but I would like to make it pretty strong. So I'm going to go for extreme radius, just like that, and select a pretty strong profile. In this case, maybe something other than the Terminator. So this one looks good, pretty hardcore. Maybe I'm going to change the color to red. Red is my favorite color. Ambient, I'm going to leave it to the default. Direction, maybe I'll change it to somewhere else. As long as my arrow looks pretty sharp, it's good enough for me. And everything else remains the same, but the color, probably I will stay into the green, but maybe I will go toward a little bit of yellowish. That looks good. So yeah, you already got the idea how to add 3D effect inside your text or shape in Affinity Photo. If you like this tutorial, please do like and subscribe, and I see you in the next video. Bye bye.